Hello everybody, I'm Jennifer Roig-Francolí, host of this group, The Musician's Advantage. And I was just sitting outside here on my porch on this beautiful summer afternoon, taking a little break, and I was just thinking a little bit about some of my recent classes that I've been teaching, and I've been working with my son who's a violinist. He's 20 and he's a sophomore going into his junior year at the Cincinnati College Conservatory of Music. And I was just kind of thinking about also myself and the practicing that I've been doing recently on my violin, and it became so evident to me. This is not something new. This is something that I teach and think about a lot, but it just started to be something I was thinking about a little bit differently today. It became so obvious to me that the healing that we need as people, as human beings, in our mind, body, whole self, and especially I've been thinking a lot about physical pain recently because of my upcoming course that I'm starting to teach next week. It's called Tame That Pain, Play Smarter and Feel Better in 30 Days. By the way, Friday is the last day to register. If you've been waiting, don't wait much longer because it's going to go away soon. But as I've been thinking a lot about physical pain recently and how there are far too many musicians in pain and not really talking about it because there's this shame and stigma that kind of goes along with pain, I was thinking about that in conjunction with how we as musicians all want to improve our playing, right? And by the way, hello to people coming on. I'm doing this live, so happy to see that you're here with me. And so anyway, musicians, we always want to be improving, right? That's why we practice, right? Yeah, you know, as a musician, you don't get better if you don't practice. And from an early age, some of us were taught that we need to be practicing every day if we want to get better. So I was putting together the thoughts about pain and the thoughts about wanting to improve as a musician. You know, by the way, it doesn't matter whether you're a beginner or a very advanced elite professional. We all want to get better at what we're doing. There's always room for improvement. We all know that, right? So I was thinking about how there's actually just one thing with many different aspects to it, of course, but there's really just one skill that we need to learn, and then learn how to apply that skill to both facilitate our healing, physical healing, as well as emotional, psychological, or spiritual healing even, and improve our musical skills at the same time. And that one skill is something that really isn't taught to us very, maybe sort of indirectly. From, if we had good music teachers, we were indirectly taught this, some of us, if we were lucky. But most of us have not learned how, in a practical, specific way, to be in charge of our own minds. And what I mean by that is to have control over where we are placing our attention and to know what to prioritize in how we are using our minds. And very rarely, if at all, are people taught the essential key that solves it all when you learn this skill. You need to be able to recognize when your thinking is out of whack, when you are not present, when you are thinking ahead, or you're thinking about something that's over. Basically, when your mind is not present, and it is not present to your overall experience, so that you don't know where your thoughts are, you don't know what's going on in your body in the present moment, and you don't know really what you're doing in the moment. And so your mind is kind of on its own. It's like it has a mind of its own. Ha ha. No, but seriously, we sometimes, I guess it's in Buddhism, they talk about monkey mind, right? when your mind is kind of distracted and jumping all over the place, most of the time that's what's happening, but we kind of think that's normal because that's how it is. Well, it may be normal, but it is not the way to get better at anything, let alone playing your instrument, which is a very, very complex skill. So you need to know when your mind is not aligned with the present moment and you're not embodying the present moment, you're not aware of your thoughts, you need to, first of all, know that you're off track. Most of us are completely oblivious to when we've gone off track. When you're not fully present, you do not really have full control over what's going on in the moment. You're doing whatever you're doing on autopilot. That's the word I'm looking for. It's like you're running on habits. And most of the things that we do, most of the time, are just the brain running on habitual things that it has learned, and it's not fully present and not really conscious to what we're doing. So this may sound really complicated and complex, but it is actually the simplest thing in the world. And this is a very, very easy to teach, simple skill that I teach from day one to people, to my coaching clients and to people in my group programs. I mentioned earlier in this video that I have a new program that's starting next week. It's called Tame That Pain Now, Play Smarter, and Feel Better in 30 Days. And the truth is that from day one, you learn how to do this. And then it's a matter of learning the very simple awareness etudes that you build on. So you build this mind-body skill to be incredibly present to what you're doing. That presence of being, that aligned presence, integrated presence of mind, body, and spirit is what facilitates flow. And that energetic flow is the same thing that allows your natural healing mechanisms to kick in and help your body to heal and feel better very quickly. Well, I was going to say very quickly. With some people, it's super quickly that they heal from things that that are getting in the way of their music making. Some people, of course, have more stuff that needs to be healed that can take longer. But the key here is that you can facilitate your natural healing mechanisms to kick in instantly, and then you can heal more quickly than you would have otherwise. And it's the same, that healing flow, that healing energetic flow that's inside of you is the same thing that we tap into to play our music with creative, spontaneous flow. And that, to my mind, is what makes the best artistry. And when you can get out of your head and be really present with your full self, that's when you can have ideas and they flow through you and you stop blocking them. You stop getting in the way of your creativity. I don't know of any other program out there in the world that allows you to both heal quickly and improve your musical skills. And I'm talking about improving your technique. I'm talking about improving your musicianship. You become more sensitive. You learn how to allow emotions to flow so that you can tap into the creative passion that you have, that love for music that you have in your heart that you might be blocking without even knowing that you're blocking it. So just to recap, this one thing that is an absolutely essential skill that is just incredible, that is not taught by music teachers. It's not taught by, the thing is, you can have a great music teacher who can teach you how to access this flow and great artistry, although it's rare to learn how to play with effortless ease. But it is possible to find a musician that can teach you how to do that. But that musician is probably not going to also know how to help you heal in your body, mind, whole self. So if you have physical pain of any kind, you need to know how to stop blocking the natural healing. It's like your brain is dying to help you feel better. And it's the way that you're thinking, by not being present in a fully integrated way, that is just preventing that healing from happening. Okay, so it's not something we think about, it's not something we talk about, it's not something that's taught, but it's something that can be taught. And that's what my Art of Freedom method is all about. I call it the Art of Freedom method for conscious living and masterful artistry, because that's what it's about. It's about conscious living that is healing, it is joyous, it is natural, because that's our birthright, to be naturally at ease and enjoy the present moment and to fully be experiencing the present moment. And then to be able to take our experience and transmit it and share it through our art. What a privilege. So the Art of Freedom method is based on 5 pillars. Purpose, knowing your why is essential. Why are you a musician? Getting in touch with your passion. Purpose, mind, body, spirit, and then your artistry, all the things that you do to improve your music making, your technique, your skills, all those things. Those things together, and then I base my method on the universal principles that F.M. Alexander discovered and then put into what was later known as the Alexander technique. So my work is based on the foundations of pure Alexander technique. I teach the observational skills, the experimental skills that Alexander started to share when he started teaching, but it's what he did to cure his own performance issues, to heal his voice, and to improve his vocal skills as an actor, actually. So if you're curious about learning more about how you can learn this skill of fully being present and getting out of your way so that you can heal from the inside out instead of depending on other people out there to give their I don't know, like physical therapy or massage or chiropractic, those all have a place, but they are not going to help you tap into your natural healing mechanisms in a way that also helps you improve your music making. There just isn't anything else like it out there. So if you're in pain, I strongly urge you to message me. Let me know you're curious and you just want to know more. This Friday is the last day to register for my course called Tame That Pain, Play Smarter and Feel Better in 30 Days. I'm actually offering an extra week as a bonus for people who are taking the course at this time. And there are other special things included now if you sign up this week. So we start next Monday. This program includes all the best ways that I've learned over many years to deliver these ideas to help you. They include a private coaching session with me where I see you, and I've been trained actually in hands-free primal Alexander, so I can really help you see, or I can see and help you get to the root of whatever may be getting in your way of healing quickly. So we have that one, and then I tell you exactly what you need to do on your own. So, by the way, what I have people do is so simple. Everybody can do it, and everybody improves working with me without fail. I am so confident in this that I offer a 100% money-back guarantee. You have absolutely nothing to lose. If you do the work, it works, and all it takes is a few minutes of attention to practicing some simple awareness etudes every day. If you do that, it works, guaranteed. So there's a private coaching session. There is a simple yet very powerful self-study course included. That's a 3-week course. And then there are several live group classes. I keep these groups small. You get tons of personal attention from me in the live group classes, and we have a Facebook group only for people in this group. So it's a small, targeted, private Facebook group. I'm in there every day. You get individualized feedback from me. You can be asking questions anytime you want. I am there for my students, and it's just fascinating. If you're curious, you're in this group. If you're seeing this and you're not in my group, The Musician's Advantage, on Facebook, then you can go to my website and just read tons of testimonials. In the Facebook group, there is a hashtag called Musician Success. Pretty much every Sunday I post a Sunday success story. You can read those if you want to read more about how other people have benefited from this process. There are a lot of success stories that are actually really pretty amazing. I'm always amazed myself at the benefits that people get from this program. They're always more than expected. People often call it kind of miraculous. It's not at all what they're expecting. This is not another exercise program at all. This is really about integrating your thoughts and your body in a way that's simple and goes to the heart of healing and making great music. Really, this is the foundation of excellent skill building and learning. So it's the real thing. It's simple, it's easy, you have tons of support, and if you're at all curious, I strongly urge you to just message me privately or email me at jennifer@artoffreedom.me. Just ask me your questions. I will ask you a few questions to make sure that this program is right for you, and if it sounds like a good fit, I will send you all the details, including the investment level, and answer any questions that you have, of course, to help you make your decision. Friday is the last day to sign up, so if you're the type that just kind of waits until the last minute, I don't recommend that you do that because it really is going to close and you might miss your chance. So get in touch with me today or as soon as you possibly can to save your spot. As I said, it's a small group because I devote a lot of my time and energy to the group to making sure that you get the absolute best experience. And again, it's 100% money back guarantee, you have nothing to lose, and a lot to gain. People who go through this program are so blown away because it improves pretty much every aspect of your life if you do the awareness études, because you start to be so present to what's actually going on, and then you realize you have total control over your thoughts, and when you choose the thoughts that get you the results you want, you get the results you want. It's very simple. That's how the mind and the body work. It's how the universe works. What you think is what you get. So you need to become conscious of what you're thinking, and you need to know what you want so that you can get what you want. So it's really not that hard. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Learning how to be in charge of your own mind and to be present in an embodied way and to know exactly what you're doing to get where you want to go. That is the key to unblocking your healing and letting your musical skills take off and skyrocket no matter at what skill level you are today. So most of my students are professional musicians, but there are plenty of amateurs in my programs too. If you're worried about whether your skill level as a musician is right for this program, do not worry for even one more second, because it's not about your skill level, it's about your desire to vastly improve your life. That's all that matters. If you've got that desire, you will get the results, and you're going to be right for this program. So reach out to me. I'll be in touch with you soon if you're curious, and we can chat. See if Tame That Pain Now is the right program for you. Friday, registration closes. Hurry up. Okay, lots of love. Bye-bye.